Hey guys, this is Tim. Welcome back to another episode of the Boone County Beekeeper. Today is Monday, May the 2nd, and we've got a little bit of a mess here. So here's the intro, and stick with me and we'll see what we got. Alright guys, hey listen, like I said, it's Monday, May the 2nd. Finally got some decent weather. It's about 80 degrees today. Been real bad all weekend, rainy, cool. That's just been this spring. It's been some crazy weather for sure, as I told you in the last video. Now, still waiting on some swarms. I'm hoping maybe this week might be the week, but I need to film something, so I wanted to show you what I had here. I've got this hive right here. If you remember, I split this hive really hard a couple weeks ago, and I made 2 splits out of it. I pulled a lot of bees out, but I still have a lot of bees in here. But the problem that I got, I had this medium right here. I had it on the bottom, and I still got plenty of room in it. The problem is this deep that I've just now got on the bottom now is it's full of honey, full of nectar. I do have a queen in here. I saw her last week. She has not started laying yet, and to be honest with you, if she wanted to start today, she's going to have a tough time finding the place because I got so much nectar going in here. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go in this bottom deep, and I'm not really going to look for her or anything like that. I'm just going to go in and want to checkerboard about 3 frames of foundation into that bottom deep right there. So that way when she does start laying, we'll have a little bit of space for her to lay in. And I'm hoping maybe they'll bring some of that nectar. I do have an excluder on, as you can see, and then I have this honey super on. I hope maybe they'll start pulling some of that honey up. But that's where we're at. Been a mess, but we'll see what we got. Just bear with me. Now this old box has got a lot of bees in it for sure. We're not going to waste any time, and there's not a lot of reason to look into this super. Basically what I got going on in this super is they are a few bees in there, and they are repairing the comb is what they're doing. But like I said, I still have a lot of bees in here, so we'll see what we got. We'll go ahead and jerk this off here and make sure the queen's not on there. Now these bees here, they tend to get a little bit on the agitated side, for sure. You see, I got a lot of bees in this box. Let me see if you can see this on here. I hope that you can see it, but let's move them down just a little bit. I just want to pull a few frames out of that bottom, and then we'll checkerboard a few in. Okay. Set this over here. All right, so let's see what we got. I tell you, seems like everything's running about 2 weeks behind here, and I've got a mess I'll be honest with you, my mess is I've got all brand new queens and I do not have any eggs. As you can see right here, capped honey, nectar all down in here. That side, starting to cap the honey, nectar. Just looking here, she's got a little bit of room right there, but I see no eggs whatsoever. So we'll set this one out here to the side. And right on cue, my neighbor has fired his lawnmower up. He does that every day if I come out here to film. Hopefully you can hear me. Look here, this frame again. Nectar, capped honey. That side has some space, but they are putting nectar in there. And I apologize for the lawnmower. It's every day this guy mows. So we may have to do a voiceover, I'm not sure. We're not going to waste a lot of time in here. Okay, again you see nectar, got a little bit of space, got some old brood here that's not yet emerged. That's from the old queen. That's from the old queen. I do not see her anywhere. What's going to happen here, these bees are going to start dwindling down, and I'm going to be hurting when the honey flow really gets hard. No doubt about it. These girls, they've been good bees now, these girls have. On this frame, so I'm going to go ahead and shake these bees off, and this will be one of the ones we take out. I'll put this out here for now. Okay. So we'll put us an empty foundation back in. I want to be sure that when she does get ready to start laying, that she'll have plenty of room. You see what my wood chips, I don't have them packed very tight. I'm sorry about the lawnmower, guys. It's hard to film down here, man. Like I told you, I live in a subdivision. And that guy, he mows some heavy duty grass. Okay, here's another one. Same thing, full of nectar, capped honey, a very heavy frame. Nectar on this side, I see no brood, no eggs, no queen. So this will be another one that I'll take out. We'll see what we got. But my bees are starting to dwindle down. That's what I was afraid of. We'll checkerboard another one in. We'll give them about 3 frames. About 3. See where we can go from there. I've got some wax on those. These girls, they get fired up from time to time. I don't care to smoke these girls a little bit, so let's go on over. Pull one more, then we'll button her up, and then we'll talk about it. I want to talk to you about a few things anyway. We'll get out there where it's a little more quiet. Alright, so here we go. That's a fairly empty frame, got a little honey. I think I'm going to save this one in here. Got some nectar on that side. I see a practice cup right there, nothing in it. We'll put this one back in. Let's look at this other frame here and see what we got. She got some space on that frame. Let's see what we got here. Alright, ladies. Alright, here's one. We got nectar, no eggs, capped honey, this side, capped honey, got some nectar down in here. I don't see any queen on this frame anywhere, so this will be the third one that we'll take out. So let's shake them down. Alright, let me move that. Hold on. Okay guys, as you can see the nectar come off of there and they like that, so they love the nectar for sure. Now, let's go ahead and put this one in. So now we know they've got some space. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Give them a little puff of smoke. We'll put them frames back in. We'll go from there. Okay. Alright, so we'll just button this thing up and then we'll go back and we'll talk a little bit about it. Get the other box on. Look out, girls. Look out, girls. Alright, I'll let you take a couple peeks at this right here. We'll just pull a couple frames. Not really going to look for the queen yet. Just hang on a minute. So I do have some space up here. As you can see, I have some pollen and bee bread. More than likely this is where she's at, is up top. But like I say, she's not laying yet. I'd like to see her. I did see her last week. She was a pretty little queen. Just hadn't emerged, so she's not yet started laying, and that is my problem. We'll talk about this just a little bit here in a minute. Let me pull one more frame and then we'll button her up. We're about halfway. Still have a pretty good population of bees, but that's not going to last long if I don't get some brood. Got to get some brood. See here, capped honey over here. This is some frames that I fed them through the winter. I have drones. don't see her anywhere. We're not going to go through them big time because I was in there a while yesterday. Okay. All right, ladies, we'll button you back up. We'll button you back up, girls. One got me on the finger. You always got to get stung at least one good time. Part of it. So we'll put this one right back here on the practice cup. Nothing in it. So go ahead and put our excluder back on. I know it's kind of crazy to have an excluder on there right now, but I'm just hoping maybe they'll pull some honey up here. And we got the poplar flow. It's going to be starting here in about 2 weeks. And I'm probably going to miss it because I'm not going to have enough bees, I'm afraid. So we had to go and see what happens. Alright. Right in this honey super, a lot of the bees just flew out, as you can see. That is comb, last year's comb. I've got some bees up here that is repairing that. I've only got 9 frames in here. I always just do 9 frames on the honey supers. So we'll see what happens. That's about all I'm going to do to these girls here today. Put the lid back on them. We'll talk about it here in just a minute. Alright, guys, I'll see you here in a minute when it gets a little more quiet. Hey guys, let me say first, sorry about the video there that didn't work. That camera, for whatever reason, it says something about a corrupted file on the card, so I'll have to get into that later. I promise one of these days I'm going to actually film something where everything works as it should, but apparently that's not going to be today. So I'm out here on the porch. You may hear a little road noise, you may hear some wind chimes going off in the background. It's a little bit windy here today, as you could probably hear on that video there earlier. Now let's talk a minute about those bees. You know, I got a little bit of a weird situation, and it's self-inflicted. You know, I'm still learning. I'm trying to figure it out, but I don't know if you ever figure bees out. But I think what I did, I think I split them maybe just a little too hard, and I pulled a lot of bees out. I knew there was something was wrong with that queen, but I went ahead and I made my splits, and sure enough, something happened to the queen. She expired, or they killed her. Something happened, and then now here I am. I'm sitting, you know, got new queens out there, and I have no eggs, no brood. Out of the 4 boxes I've got sitting out there, only thing that I've got any eggs in whatsoever is that little swarm that I caught out of the apple tree. I did see some fresh eggs in it the other day. I can always pull some stuff out of there, and if a queen don't work or whatever. But I've only got like 2.5 frames of bees, which brings me to another point, and I want to stress this point. This is the main thing that I wanted to stress to you. So if you're new to beekeeping, like me, one thing that I've learned, you need to have more than 1 hive. Now I had 2 out there, which I lost the 1 hive through the winter due to the queen. Something happened to her and late last year, and they didn't recover, and they went into winter. It was too light. They didn't make it. So that leaves me with 1 hive, and man, when you got 1 hive and that's all that you have, you better pray nothing happens to the queen or something like that, because you're going to be in the same situation that I'm in right now. And hopefully here in the next week or so, I'm hoping, that these girls will start kicking it up. Maybe they'll start laying. They're all about the same age. They're all out of the same queen, so they're all right there together. So hopefully, out of the 3 splits that I have, that white hive and the 2 little splits, hopefully they'll start laying this week, I hope, because what's going to happen here is in about 2 weeks, we're going to get the poplar flow. And man, I was really looking forward to that. I was really wanting to go into the poplar flow heavy with bees. I was wanting to really capitalize on that honey, because I have a lot of poplar timber right here around me, a lot. So man, I was really excited about that, but them bees has deflated me, man. So that's just the way that it goes. Now hopefully next year, already talking about next year, hopefully next year will be better. I've got my 4 hives built out there. I've got the long hive already setting up there at the new bee yard. So I should have 5 hives going into next year, I hope, up there, and hopefully I'll get back to 2 here. So I should be okay. And I've then learned that I want to have me another little stand up there with maybe some nukes on them for resources, and maybe some queens, and you can always sell them. You can sell nukes pretty easy around here. So we'll see what happens. But we've got a lot of things blooming. The apple trees is winding down. See, the polonius trees is they're blooming now. Some people call those the princess trees. Red bud is just winding down. Autumn olive is out in full bloom right now. I noticed my blackberries, they are just starting to bust open. So it's here, man. It's time to get it, and I don't have anything to get it with. I'm afraid I'm going to dwindle down and not have very many bees for the flow. So we'll just have to wait and see. But we always got the second flow if it happens. With the basswood, that's the good honey that everybody likes anyways. That Lynn honey is what everybody calls it, Lynn honey. So we like the basswood. So that's usually about end of June, first part of July. That and the sourwoods together. So we got time. Hopefully we'll get these old girls kicked into gear, and we'll get them to laying, and we'll see what happens. But that's about all I got today, guys. And I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank you for watching. A lot of people stuck with me. My subscriber count has come up some, and I appreciate that. I mean, I just do this. Hopefully, maybe I can help somebody. Like I said, I'm still learning myself. We'll learn together, man. So that's the way it should be. So if you like what you see, give me a like, give me a subscribe there. I appreciate it. And I want to thank you. I want to thank you for being here with us. I appreciate it. I sure do. So until next time, God bless you. God bless you and your family. I hope you're well. I hope your family's well. I hope you have a good week. This is Tim, Boone County Beekeeper. Hopefully we'll catch some bees this week, so we'll see you soon. Have a good one.